Want to get deals that are on market listed by real estate agents, but you don't know how to start? Check out this video where I break down exactly how to use batch leads to get deals that are on market and take action today. All right, guys. So again, this is an agent that Zishan, my virtual assistant, has, and I don't even like to call him virtual assistant. He's the GOAT. He's the man. What he's done to network, and this is a pocket listing that this agent is giving, and that's what we're talking about. Sean, you know what a pocket listing is, man. Do you want to let the world know what a pocket listing is?
Pocket listing is just, it's a listing that they know about before it goes on the market. They're willing to take an opportunity for a cash investor to take a little peek at it and make an offer.
Simple as that, bro. Thank you. All right, let's call this. Hello, is this Tamara?
Speaking.
Hi, how you doing? This is Nathan. I work with Zishan, and he told me that you potentially have like a property that you're looking to sell, and he told me to reach out.
Yeah, I have several properties.
Awesome. Well, did you have a couple minutes to talk, or did I catch it at a bad time?
Actually, I'm driving, so yeah, I can talk to you for another 15 minutes.
So he was letting me know, I'm not 100% sure if this is correct, but you potentially might have like a pocket listing that hasn't hit the market yet that we could make an offer on. Is that right?
Yeah, I have several listings. I have several listings that are pocket. Some of them are on the market, but the last time I dealt with you guys, we went under contract, and shortly after that, you guys canceled on me, and that was just cool.
That put a bad taste in your mouth of working with us, huh?
Yeah, it did.
No, I totally understand that. So are you open to working with us? Because what probably had happened is we work with a hedge fund, and what happens is we work, we get a property under contract, we reach out, they say they're interested because that's how we communicate with them, and then they run their due diligence to see the house. And a lot of the times, like after we go under contract, they dive a little bit deeper and they let us know they're not interested. So unfortunately that's kind of the process we work with when we work with them. But I understand that can be frustrating. But are you open to working with us if that's how we work, or would you rather it not work with someone that has to kind of go through that process?
Well, it is definitely something that I would have to reduce the due diligence time, so I don't know if you can work with that.
Of course.
I don't want to leave it out there and we're just like sitting ducks because you guys don't follow through with it, or hedge fund people are not communicating well with you. So
yeah,
if we were to do this, I would need to reduce the due diligence time. But
of course,
I do have several listings.
I'm totally fine. Just let me know what due diligence period or time you'd allow us to see the property, and that would be perfect for us. Like, how much time are you thinking?
I don't know. 4 days, 3 days. You would need to be able to. I don't want to go under contract and it be just, I think the last time it was a 10-day due diligence, so that's just a lot of time.
Yeah, no, we don't need that much time. And by the way, Zishan, he works with me as my virtual assistant, and I'm sure, I think he just put a long due diligence period just to be safe, but we really need a max of 4 days. Like, we can usually see it the day of that we go under contract or the next day. And sometimes we don't even need to go under contract. We can just go look at the property. We just don't want to waste our time and send our team out there.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
That's the part I like.
Okay.
And you go and see the property, take a look, then, let us know, how you want to respond, because, putting it under contract is something that, my sellers get a little annoyed about.
Yeah. If we're on the same page, I don't necessarily need it under contract. As long as me and you have an agreement that if I'm going to take my time to send my team out there, that you wouldn't just lock it up with someone else, because then that would, waste our time. And we're not trying to waste your time. I know you're not trying to waste ours, but we don't even need it under contract to go look at it.
Okay.
For the pocket listings, obviously, if it's listed on the market, then we just schedule a time to see it. But I'm more referring to the pocket listings at this time.
Okay.
So I can kind of tell you my buy box criteria and what we're looking for. And can you let me know if you have anything that fits that criteria?
Okay.
So we're mainly looking in Clayton and Henry County in Georgia, and we're looking for rentals that we can update and try as much as we can to get a 1% return. I know that's kind of difficult now, but we're okay to take on a project that needs to be updated just so we can rent it out.
Clayton and Henry?
Yeah, Clayton, Henry, DeKalb. Well, we actually have a couple. Those are the two ones I like to focus on.
Okay, my properties are in DeKalb.
DeKalb's fine too. So Clayton, Henry, DeKalb will work as well. So you say you primarily focus in DeKalb?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, our price range is pretty much under 250,000. Anything under 250 that we can update or even rent as is for close to a 1% return. And again, I know that can be difficult, but that's our goal. That's our business model. So, do you have anything at the moment that's like come into your head that I could take a look at and make you an offer on? Maybe go take a look at.
Yeah, you can take a look at 4828 Pembroke.
Okay, let me 4828 Pembroke. You said.
Penbro. Okay, now there's currently a tenant in there, so I would have to. First of all, you would have to allow a 60-day move out.
Okay.
And then I would have to coordinate a showing.
Totally fine. So when you say a 60-day move out, are you referring to after we close, we give them 60 days?
Yeah. Once you go on the contract, they just need to know for sure that you're going to, if they don't want the person to move out and then you decide you don't want to get the house.
Okay. No, that makes sense. Quick question on.
We can work out the date.
Right.
But the main thing is for you to go and take a look at it.
So with this one, this is a pocket listing. This one isn't listed on the market right now.
It is a pocket listing. Yes,
okay. And did you say Fenbrook with the FEN?
FEN.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Fenbrook.
All right, I'm looking at it right now. It's a 4.2. So when you do pocket listings, obviously we want to pay you a commission. How does that usually work for you? Do you just take a listing fee or a wholesale fee and we pay you that?
I would take the 3%.
Okay, the 3%. Okay. Tell me about this one. What is the seller looking to get out of this?
He's looking to get anywhere between 210 and 220.
Okay. All right. I haven't looked at it. I don't know the condition, and I can do a little bit of research, but is that flexible, or is he just going to wait till he gets his number and he's not in any hurry?
He's a landlord. He's renting this house out. He's doing very well with renting it. But if you're interested, he's interested in selling it. If you're interested in making a fair offer, then he would be. Okay. He would move toward purchase. But if the money isn't right, he can continue to get $1,500 a month. That's about $20,000 a year, and he's okay with that.
Do you know what?
No rush. He doesn't need the cash or anything like that.
Totally understand.
That's why I just really don't want to waste your time. I don't want you to waste mine.
No, I don't. Definitely don't want to waste either of our time. But as an investor myself, we're trying to get a good return, and I know you know that. But we're not trying to offend anybody with like an offer like at 100 or 150,000 or something stupid that he's obviously not going to say yes to. So I know I got to be competitive somewhat.
Yes, sir.
Well, look, this is what I can do. It was nice getting to chat with you and get to know you a little bit more. I'd like to send you an email, and if you could just respond with me with all the listings that meet the criteria, and I'll take a look. And one thing that I can promise you is anytime you send me a deal, I can let you know within 24 hours what I'll offer, because I know a lot of it is speed. Like you need to know when you're talking to the seller, like what a cash buyer would offer. And that's what I can do for you is I can just quickly say this would work. And, I can be that resource for you if that helps.
Yeah. I just think right now with the market, the way that it is we need to make it a win-win for, the two sides.
Right.
And I'm assuming because of interest rates and the power to, borrow money, it's just really causing some issues right now.
Yeah.
Because I noticed that most of the investors they're giving me some really low ball offers. So
tell me about it.
That's what's going on right now.
Well, that's the thing, because I'm connected with a couple of the hedge funds in Atlanta that they need to place their money somewhere, or it's kind of they're just paying interest on it. So they're a little bit more aggressive. And that's kind of why I'm making these calls, is to find out what properties would fit their criteria. And a lot of the time they do work. So and apologies again for locking that one up and then taking long to cancel. But that's, now that we only need a couple days to find out. We won't waste your time. Okay. Well, do you have any other questions for me before I send you that email with the buy box criteria I have and everything?
Well, I think I know. I'm familiar with your criteria. What I need to know is what would you offer for Pembroke.
Okay, let me take a look at it.
You want to come out and take a look at it before we go into contract?
Yes. So let's do this. I'll take a look at that. I'll run my numbers. If we can come to an agreement on price and we go look or a ballpark range that makes sense and we go see it, how soon does the seller want to close?
Like I said, he can't close. I'm sure you want to deliver it vacant, correct?
Well, I know you said that you wanted 60 days, right? So whether I take it on and I got to wait 60 days, best case scenario for me is if it is delivered vacant, but you know, if it's a win-win where I take it on and, you know, he sells it and we just got to wait and bite the bullet, either way, I think we can work something out.
Okay, so would you be willing to take it with the tenant?
Yes, we would be willing to take it with the tenant if it makes sense. You know, like I said, it's a win-win. We would be.
Okay.
I'm sure that helps him too,
All
because
right.
that probably eliminates a lot of the issues that he would, you know, of waiting.
If you would take him on as a take on the tenant, then he wouldn't have to give you a 60-day move out. He can close right away.
And then I can do that with the new tenant, with the tenants as the new landlord.
Okay.
It's a possibility. We've done it before, but again, you know, we just got to do the math and make sure that if we do make an offer all cash and it gets accepted, that we have the leeway where if it is a battle to get them out or there's a problem, we're at least taken care of.
Okay. All right. So do you want to schedule a time to go take a look at it?
Let me run my numbers. I don't want to see it without kind of giving you a ballpark that I can do. I know you said he wanted somewhere in the 200 to 210. Is that right?
Somewhere in that area.
Okay. Let me see what I can do just to make sure. And then I'll come back to you and I'll say, hey, this is what I'm thinking. Does that work? Let's schedule a time. And if we do.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's
fine.
We'll do that.
Okay.
Well, hey,
all right. Thank you.
Save my number. I'll save your number and I'll text you my info. I'll even send you a friend request on Facebook if you want to be friends. Cause you know, I like people to know who I am, that I'm a real person, not just some random person over the phone.
Okay. All righty. Well, thank you so much.
All right. We're going to be Facebook friends. I'll talk to you soon. All right. Bye. So what we have to do now is we have to send them our buying criteria. So she's on the look, a hunt. We send her email, we send her a Facebook request, LinkedIn request. We become friends and we add her on Batch Leads. We add her on as a VIP agent. I would say she's a VIP because she's cool to let us go see the property. She's got pocket listings. I mean, she's cool. And as soon as she
definitely is a VIP.
Yeah, and as soon as she's my friend on Facebook, she's gonna see I'm a normal person, and she's gonna
It's
game over, bro. She's gonna see my family and all that. She's like, I'm sending you stuff. If you like it, smash that like button. That'll help me out a lot so we can get the algorithm showing this to more people. Awesome. Thanks for tuning in. If you like that video, subscribe to the channel and share this with some friends.